Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Wehry Weekly History and Entertainment News. As summer continues, plays are very popular this time of the year. On this episode, I'll be discussing what's going on in the theatrical world, as well as some things to do now that school is officially out of session. Plus, I'll be giving a history of one of America's most fascinating colleges, which is found right here in Berkshire County. First, it's time for this episode's trivia question. This episode's question is, which filmmaking sibling team attended Bard College at Simon's Rock? Now, for this episode's local headlines. The Berkshire County Historical Society in Pittsfield will be presenting several talks over the next few weeks. First will be a talk from the Mastheads group. The Mastheads is a public arts and humanities project in Berkshire County. Each summer, the Mastheads selects 5 writers from across different disciplines, such as poetry, fiction, nonfiction, translation, playwriting, comics, and more, for a 3-week residency program at Arrowhead, the historic home of author Herman Melville. Residents are provided exclusive access to a rustic, open-air studio with an architectural interpretation of the original structure from which one of 5 American Renaissance authors wrote in the Berkshires. On July 20th, they will be holding their grand finale with the 5 chosen authors. The other major event going on is a talk with author Mark Van Hockener. Mark Van Hockener is a native of Pittsfield, a commercial airline pilot, and the author of the international bestseller Skyfaring, as well as a columnist for the Financial Times and a frequent contributor to the New York Times. In his latest book, Imagine a City, a love song to cities the world over, according to the Wall Street Journal, he explores the storied metropolises he visits as an airline pilot through the lens of his hometown his heart has never left. Van Hockener will be in conversation with the poet Kiran Kapoor, author of Women in the Waiting Room and the director of creative writing at Amherst College. This event will be going on July 27th. Berkshire County Historical Society is located at 780 Holmes Road in Pittsfield. Visit the website berkshirehistory.org to purchase tickets. Our next stop is at Barrington Stage Company, where they will be presenting their next show called Tiny Father on the St. Germain stage. This play tells the story of Daniel, a new father. Daniel's friends with benefits relationship leads to unexpected results when he finds himself face to face with becoming a father of a micro-preemie in the NICU. He knows nothing about babies, and Caroline, the night nurse, is happy to point that out. Over the course of his tiny daughter's hospital stay, he will need to take more than a few tiny steps to find his way to becoming a father. This play was written by Mike Liu, who was granted a commission to write this play via the Audible Emerging Playwrights Fund. This play was the recipient of last year's J. Harris Commission at the Williamstown Theater Festival. This play, Tiny Father, runs from now until July 22nd. Visit the website shown here for more information. Speaking of plays, our next stop takes us to Shakespeare & Company in Lenox, where they will be performing Fences, a moving study of the emotional depth and the human condition. August Wilson's Fences follows the story of Troy Mason, a working-class black man struggling to provide for his family. His past includes the low of a prison sentence and the high of a promising career with the Negro Baseball League. But it's Troy's unrealized dream to play for the Major League Baseball that fills his days with resentment and regret. This has won several Tonys, Pulitzer Prizes, and even an Oscar for its 2016 film adaptation, and is one of the most influential African-American plays of all time. The show will be going on from July 22nd through August 27th. To purchase tickets, visit the website shown here. On an early WWHEN episode in 2021, I discussed how the Baseball in the Berkshires exhibit was displayed at the Stationery Factory in Dalton. With the Stationery Factory now holding concerts, the exhibit is now being held at the Lee Premium Outlets. There is a focus by owner Larry Moore on Berkshire County-born players who reached the majors or played in a minor league team in the country. There is also a focus on African Americans and women in baseball, including a special exhibit on Frank Grant, one of the early African American players who was born in Pittsfield, was one of the first to wear knee pads, and was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2006. 40 players born in Berkshire County have made their way through MLB. This exhibit highlights that. Baseball in the Berkshires will be open on Thursdays through Sundays from noon to 6 p.m. It is free for the public to enter, but it does collect donations. This exhibit is also looking for people to volunteer to help work there. People high school age and older that would like to help meet and greet with visitors should contact Larry Moore at lmgymfest@aol.com or call 413-822-6738. More information can be found at the Baseball in the Berkshires Facebook page. Our next stop takes us to the Clark Art Museum in Williamstown, where they are highlighting the famed work of artist Edvard Munch. Edvard Munch was a Norwegian artist who is best known for his work, the Scream shown here. However, he was much more than that. Munch is primarily regarded as a figure painter, but landscape plays just as an essential role in his work. Edvard Munch's Trembling Earth features over 75 objects, ranging from brilliantly hued landscapes and 3 stunning self-portraits, to an extensive collection of his innovative prints and drawings. While yes, this does include the Scream, it also contains more than 30 works from his world-renowned collection. This exhibit marks the first time that a full Munch exhibit will be featured in the United States. Edvard Munch will be going on June 10th through October 15th. Visit the website shown here for more information. The Berkshire Atheneum in Pittsfield is holding their annual short story contest. It will be the 45th annual short story writing contest for children and the 26th annual short story writing contest for young adults. For those who have a young child or young adult interested in writing, this is a great chance for them to show off their writing skills. Who knows? One of them could even become a New York Times bestseller. In fact, author Anna Reyes, who, if you recall, wrote the best-selling Berkshire-based novel, The House in the Pines, earlier this year, actually entered this contest when she was a child living in Berkshire County. While she didn't win, her experience in the contest inspired her to keep writing. If Anna Reyes became a writer, imagine what this generation could become. The library is accepting submissions in person, via regular mail, or by email. Children's library entries can be sent to childrens@pittsfieldlibrary.org and young adult entries to youngadult@pittsfieldlibrary.org. Submissions can be entered until August 4th, 2023. Speaking of the Berkshire Atheneum, one of the things you can do at the library is purchase tickets to visit the Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield. I've been on a road trip to the museum in the past, and it's also coming close to their annual induction ceremony for its newest class. First, some information about the Hall of Fame itself. Basketball was invented by Dr. James Naismith in 1891 in a Springfield YMCA. The town where the sport originated from now has an independent, nonprofit organization dedicated to promoting, preserving, and celebrating basketball on every level, for every gender, in every country. The Hall of Fame Museum is home to more than 400 inductees and has over 40,000 square feet of basketball history. The museum recently went through a series of renovations that opened to the public and improved the museum greatly in 2021. These include combined traditional museum activities with much appreciated interactive exhibits. The Basketball Hall of Fame is located approximately an hour from Pittsfield. It is located at 1000 Hall of Fame Ave in Springfield. There are many ways to get tickets. One of these is to visit the website hoophall.com and click on Buy Museum Tickets. You can then select the date and amount of tickets for your trip. And you can also visit your local library or Big Y. The Basketball Hall of Fame will be inducting its 2023 class in August. This year, 12 people involved with basketball will be inducted, and it is a phenomenal class. Here are this year's inductees. Jean Bess, the all-time winningest college basketball coach across all levels, with 1,300 wins coaching for Three Rivers Community College in Connecticut. Pau Gasol, the first non-American to win the NBA Rookie of the Year award. He also won 2 NBA championships and 3 Olympic medals. David Hickson, the coach of Amherst College basketball for over 40 years, winning 826 games and 2 Division III basketball championships. Gene Keady, who coached 27 seasons in college basketball, had 550 wins, and was a 6-time National College Coach of the Year. Dirk Nowitzki, the first European to win MVP, and led the Dallas Mavericks to their first NBA championship in 2011, winning that year's Finals MVP in the process. Tony Parker, a 4-time NBA champion who won the 2007 Finals MVP. Parker's coach, Greg Popovich, the all-time winningest coach in NBA history, with 1,344 wins, helping the San Antonio Spurs become an NBA dynasty with 5 championships. Dwayne Wade, a 13-time NBA All-Star, 3-time NBA champion with the Miami Heat, and the 2006 NBA Finals MVP. Gary Blair, a women's college basketball coach with 852 career wins over 37 seasons, including the 2011 NCAA Division I Women's Championship with Texas A&M. Becky Hammon, a 6-time WNBA All-Star, but more importantly, was the first full-time female assistant coach in any of the 4 major male sports, when she earned that title in 2014 for the San Antonio Spurs. This class is very San Antonio Spurs heavy. The 1976 U.S. Women's Olympic Basketball Team, who won the silver medal for the inaugural Women's Olympic Basketball Tournament. 6 members of this team are already included for their individual achievements. And Jim Valvano, a college basketball coach who helped lead North Carolina State to an improbable 1983 NCAA basketball championship. But he may be more famous for his fight against cancer. After his passing, his V Foundation has raised over $150 million in cancer grants research. The induction ceremony will be held on August 12th. Travel to the Hall of Fame is not recommended for that day due to traffic levels and high ticket prices. If you would like to watch the ceremony, you can visit the Basketball Hall of Fame YouTube page shown here. It's now time for a history segment of WWHEN. This episode, we'll be looking into Bard College at Simon's Rock. This is a unique college in Great Barrington. The school is an early college designed for students to enroll immediately after completing the 10th or 11th grade, rather than after graduating from high school. Simon's Rock is the only accredited four-year early college to date, and still the only college or university to take this approach with all of its students. It is one of a number of early college entrance programs that provides opportunities for students to enter college 1 or more years ahead of their traditional high school graduation date. A majority of students transfer to larger institutions after receiving an Associate of Arts degree after 2 years, although many stay for 4 to receive a Bachelor of Arts degree. The college's founder, Elizabeth Blodgett Hull, had formerly been a private girls' school headmistress at Concord Academy. She concluded from her experience and that of her colleagues that for many students, the latter 2 years of high school are wasted on repetitious and overly constrained work. Many young students, she thought, are ready to pursue college-level academic work sometime before the usual system asks it of them. When in visiting the college in the early 1960s, Elizabeth Blodgett Hull deliberately named it nothing more than Simon's Rock. Her reasoning for this was that even she did not know if it would be a high school, a college, or something else. Simon's Rock was officially founded in 1964. From 1964 to 1970, the buildings of the campus were built on Great Pine Farm, a farm that was owned by Hull's family. These buildings were the College Center, the library, classroom buildings, 3 dormitories, now dormitories primarily for first-year students in Crosby, Dolliver, and Kendrick, and the dining hall. Some of the farm's buildings, such as Hull's own home, were incorporated into the college as well. Hull was the president of the college at its founding. Faculty at Bard College at Simon's Rock are primarily appointed to one of the following 4 academic divisions: Division of Arts, Division of Languages and Literature, Division of Science, Mathematics, and Computing, and the Division of Social Studies. Students may also hold one of several concentrations available under interdivisional studies. Teachers are referred to on a first-name basis. The name Simon's Rock comes from a large rock, currently in the woods on the campus, a short walk from the main part of the campus. At the time that Simon's Rock earned its name, the actual rock, the woods that surround it were part of an area of the Great Pine Farm. The rock was a favorite spot for people who lived nearby, especially children. One neighborhood child, a little girl named Simon, claimed the rock as her own. Throughout its short history, the college has gone through names such as Simon's Rock Early College, Simon's Rock of Bard College for a period after 1979 when it was acquired by Bard College out of New York, and Simon's Rock College of Bard. Its most recent name was in 2006, when it was now called Bard College at Simon's Rock, and it has remained that way ever since. Bard's College at Simon's Rock also provides the answer to this episode's trivia question. As a reminder, this episode's question was, which filmmaking sibling team attended Bard College at Simon's Rock? The answer is Joel and Ethan Coen. This brother team is known for their quirky works, including Fargo, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, and more. They have won Oscars ranging from screenwriting and directing. The films range from Blood Simple to True Grit, as shown here. That ends this episode of Wehry Weekly History and Entertainment News. If you would like to watch this or any other WWHEN episode again, you can visit Pittsfield TV's and CTSB TV's websites, shown here, or visit NBCTC's Facebook page. Also, if you would like to see the episodes in HD quality, make sure to check out my YouTube page at RT Wehry. Thank you.